Hi, my name is Shiloh. I'm a real estate agent here in Michigan. I've been in the business for 12 years. And, I've been through a lot of transactions and it's different every time. Um, but the reason I'm making this video today is actually to talk about first-time homebuyers and getting a pre-approval. Why is it important to get a pre-approval? There's a couple of reasons. Let's talk about financing, the type of financing a home will go for. I take you out and you're not pre-approved and you don't want to talk about pre-approval. You just want to go look at homes. And I get it. I mean, it's more exciting to look at the home than talk about getting your pre-approval. And, you're thinking, oh, I can do that later. Let's just go look at some homes. And then, then we can talk and, the money wise and all that. But the problem with that, say I take you to look at a home and it needs some work. But if you're not pre-approved for that type of loan, then you've lost out on that house. You've fallen in love with the house. This is the house that you want. And this is the house that you want me to get you. But unfortunately, then you go back to your lender and you only qualify for a rural development or an FHA. And this house won't finance that way. It needs some work and the seller is not willing to do the work. The seller is willing to just, for whatever reason, they're ready to move on. So they're selling it as is or limited amount of work that needs to be done on it. So then you've lost that house. And then we've got to go back to the drawing board and I've got to show you other houses and they're not the one that you fell in love with. So now you're kind of down and upset. And I get it. I mean, it's the one you wanted. So the second issue with your pre-approval is, say I take you in to look at some houses. You're not pre-approved, but you like the house that I showed you and you want this house. This is the one that you want. So then I have to give you a name of a lender, or you've got your own lender. You're calling to get your pre-approval and you've got to go send out paperwork. They need information. While you're doing all that, and it may take, depends on how long, it takes the lender to get all that done, to go through underwriting, or how long it takes you to get all your information into them, maybe a week. Well, somebody else has already looked at the house and they're pre-approved and ready to go. They've got the house from under you and you've lost it. So then now I've got to go take you out and look at other homes. But now you're upset with me because you've lost that home and you've been waiting for your pre-approval to get done. And the lenders took, whatever time to get you pre-approved. But, if we had had that pre-approval, we can actually get you into that house if that's something that you wanted. So the second thing that I wanted to talk about was a buyer's agent. What do I do as a buyer's agent? If I'm working for my buyer, I already know what type of loan that they're approved for. I know what type of house, it's gonna qualify for that type of loan, or what type of things that need to be fixed and that the seller, or maybe you can work on fixing those. But I've also made time to go look at other homes. So I've got a list of homes. We're going to go look at them. We're ready to go. So we may go take a look at, 3-4 homes a day, depending on which days, scheduled to go look at homes. But if you're going from a different agent to a different agent, and I've seen a lot of this where, you're like, well, I'm just going to go call this agent and go out with them. Oh, that's fine. If they don't have other buyers that they're already going out with. So eventually they'll make time for you. Then they have to figure out what type of loan you qualify for, what's your wants and what's your dislikes, and you're starting over and over and over. And a lot of times you lose out on homes because of that. So I guess that's kind of all I really wanted to talk about today. I do have other things that need to be discussed with being a first-time home buyer, but I will jump into those in another video.